Hey guys, it's me EODGamer here. So let's start off a bit early today. Wanna just get on with the story quest to clear as much as we can. Very fun because Soldier 11 story quest, we were supposed to do it today, but I felt that since we already did it on the channel, you can just like search up Soldier 11 story quest and it's like a second mission here on YouTube and stuff like that. It's a side mission rather. You can find it on somewhere on our main channel. This is interesting because this is new. Let's take a look.
We're almost there. Our president is just ahead. She may be young, but she's a real beast. So it's okay if you're nervous.
Aren't you supposed to say, don't be nervous? Watch out!
Stay back! Hey, what have you done now?
Ah, it's you, Anton. Diagnostic's almost done. Just stay like that. Don't move. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm just gonna install a firewall plugin. It won't hurt. Wow!
Phew. Looks like that's it.
Sorry I was late.
A real beast, huh? This is Bellabog's boss? Hello?
Oh, hello there, Miss Proxy. Sorry you had to see something like this so soon after getting here. Our president has been waiting for you. Please.
Oh, so you're not the...
What are you doing, Grace? Put me down! I said put me down this
Allow me to introduce our president.
I'm president of Bellabog Industries, Kuwaita Bellabog! Hello, Faithin.
Amazing cut stream. I'm definitely gonna take out that cutscene and put it on the channel so you guys can check it out if you're interested. Probably like tomorrow morning I'll upload it. But this is gonna be the second story quest for ZZZ. I've actually never done this one. This is new for the CBT2. And it's gonna be like the Bellabog industry segment, so that'll be quite interesting.
Anton might have already mentioned, our company has taken over the Metro project, but it's not going particularly well because enemies keep getting in the way.
President, do you really think we should refer to them as enemies in front of Miss Proxy?
Huh? Ben, you're too soft. Those crooks have done so many rotten things that were well beyond being polite. Besides, the proxy already accepted our commission, which makes them one of us. We don't need to keep secrets.
Anton has a point. We'll be working together, so you can consider us one big family.
Oh, I'm really moved, Proxy.
You see, we're considered an up-and-coming manufacturing and construction company that's climbing the ranks in the industry. Thanks to that, we won the rights to the Metro renovation project. But, since we won the bid, we've become a thorn in the sides of many established companies. They'd like to see us run into trouble and lose the project so they can take it over. And first, these companies convinced the banks not to give us low-interest loans. Then they sent thugs to the site to cause trouble before trying to block our construction and fire code permits. And there was that
Hey, Gabriel.
stunt they pulled on TV. As if all that wasn't bad enough, during all this scrutiny, there was an accident on the construction site.
Last week, 3 kids went missing in a hollow.
Easy there, Grace. You're gonna give our guests the wrong idea. Miss Proxy, have you heard of our company's self-developed heavy-duty smart construction machines for in-hollow use?
I heard about them on a TV show. Wait, so the missing children were machines?
Exactly. Our competitive edge comes from smart machines that can operate safely in the hollows for extended periods. Not only can they effectively resist ether corruption, they're also highly intelligent and can work autonomously according to the situation within a hollow. They're even equipped with specially designed language modules allowing them to talk. I've always taken care of them. And I'm the one who improved upon the prototype so they'd be fit for specific jobs. I'm responsible for the routine maintenance and upgrades as well. They're like my children. But a few days ago, after updating their logic cores, 3 of them ignored my orders and went deeper into the hollow while working. They still haven't come back.
Sounds like the logic core malfunctioning?
We still don't know the cause. Both microchip failure and ether corruption are nothing new for companies operating in the hollows. But when things go wrong involving Belobog Industries, people are gonna talk.
The machines were working fine before. This update was totally unnecessary. If you hadn't uploaded the code he left behind into the logic cores, none of this would have happened.
This is the first time I'm actually seeing like Koleda's personality. In CBT1, she didn't have like any story quests or anything. Grace is also a new character and all the other Belobog ones, so it's quite interesting this part here for me.
Now,
First
wait a
time
minute,
seeing it.
Sweet Pea. We aren't sure it's a problem with the core, right? Besides, beautiful and powerful machines deserve a matching soul. As the president of a smart machinery development company, don't you agree?
It doesn't matter whether they have a soul. Because I'm the president, it is only appropriate for me to consider them as assets. Putting aside the issue with our enemies, these smart machines cost a fortune. I can't allow the loss of such expensive company property. Proxy, we'd like to commission you to lead us deep into the hollow and retrieve the 3 machines that got lost. We already have the rough location of 2 of them. If there's anything more you want to know, you can ask either Grace or Anton.
So these are the 4 Belobog industry characters. So this one is Grace here. We have Anton, Ben, and Koleda. So the 2 on the extreme ends, they are 5 stars, like S rank. And the 2 center ones are like 4-star characters, so anyone can get them. We already have Grace unlocked, so we're going to try her out more today. A bit more focus on Grace. Yesterday was Rena, so moving her a bit more to the back seat for today. Yeah, it really looks amazing. The graphics and everything looks like it's quite high budget. I really can't believe it's like a free game. If you think about it, gacha games from Hoyoverse are free. Someone pays the bills, but I mean, if you are a free-to-play player, this is really a ton of quality. Yeah, Gabriel, so am I. Definitely very fun. Hopefully it launch like before the summer of next year, so a lot of people have more time, school holidays, summer holidays and stuff like that to play this game. Takes up quite a bit of time. It might be like day 3 for the stream and we're already like chapter 2, so a lot of you might be thinking it's like progressing too fast. But actually off stream I'm like clearing as much content as I can. About 12 hours in right now and I skip a lot of dialogue. So actually I find it's a reasonable amount of content so far. For a close beta 2 of course, compared to like Honkai Star Rail, which had I think a little bit less content so far. So I've never played this part of the CBT before because like CBT 1 only stopped here. So this is like a completely new map. Imagine this is like Belobog and this is like Xianzhou Luofu. So this is new for me. So everything I'm seeing for the first time myself too. This is chapter 2 of the story quest so far. The requirements are increasing a little bit. Maybe I should level my characters up first.
Standing by.
I only handle technical matters.
Yeah, I guess we can set her at 25.
I only handle technical matter.
1, 2, yes, all accounted for.
Let's play a bit of
It's our
Bellabot
turn,
Crew.
bro.
Just for a bit more fun today, since it's more thematic. So we need a bit more of Pierce, and let's
Come on.
level some
For
Ben
hard
too.
labor.
What does Ben need? Okay, Ben has enough. So we're gonna need more level up materials, and we're gonna need a little bit of
How can I
Ascension material for Pierce. And that's the fun thing about ZZZ, you can actually select what exactly you want to farm. So here we can just go in, I'm just going to customize exactly what I need. So I'm going to need Pierce, so let's find Pierce real quick. Is this Pierce? Yeah, so I can just select this guy, and I can just do it like twice. So these two mobs drop Pierce, so I get a lot more Pierce mats. And everything else I'm just going to select like monster or agent level up materials. So let me try to recognize which one that is. Yep, it's this one here, the investigation logs. So I'm just going to spam as many as I can. Got 3 of them, and we have a total of 5, which should be enough. Okay, so I'm just going to start this.
Head-made Rena.
It's our turn, bro. Let's get him.
Ready for combat.
Time for some hard labor?
So a bit of Bellabot Industries for today.
Leave the tough ones to me.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Bring it on. Up front.
The three-pronged approach. Want to help me test this?
You gotta dig deeper.
No trespassing on the job site!
Can't let the techies do all the fighting.
Leave the heavy, I'll take it!
Here, catch. Don't drop it. Every effort counts!
Stand behind the yellow line!
The three-pronged approach. Here, catch. Don't drop
Time
it.
to work, gang. Your foundation ain't solid. Go, 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 go!
Perfectly lined up.
I told you, stay dead! Just talk!
The three-pronged approach.
I think I'll switch up the formation up a little bit. The formation matters a little bit because of the switching in and switching out, but we'll go into that in a little bit. Let's see. Do I have enough mats now?
Standing by.
25.
Come
Let's
on,
take
let's
him
get
up.
to work.
Need to get stronger if not I'm gonna get defeated in the stage. Like yesterday's one, that was really hard. EXP is quite hard to come by. Like we did so many, we spent like almost a day's worth of energy or half a day's worth of energy and we barely get like 2 levels. That's quite little. Wonder whether they will increase it.
It's our turn, bro.
Might not need to level them up if story mode is available. Yeah, I guess it's like also helping me to keep track whether I'm strong enough to clear the current content, because there's gonna be like the end game mode which I'll not be ready for so when it arises. So let's go ahead and edit this one. I'm just gonna get as much mats as I can. So now if I don't need any of these other mats, I can just play with like 4 of the noob mods. And that's gonna cost 40. Actually it's not that expensive, it's like 40. So let's start. But this time, what I actually realized, I like to switch
Come on, let's get to work.
Grace into the second slot. So how I like to play like now after trying it out a bit is my main DPS is always going to be in front. And this is my reaction DPS, the one that's going to swap in and react. The third one is usually a bit flexible. I haven't gotten that far in terms of mechanics, but you'll see how this matters in this demonstration. So you have to like your slot 1 because you're going to always start with him or her.
Don't push too hard.
So what I realized is instead of like quick dodging like this, like the perfect dodging to get that vital thing, what's better is actually doing an assist dodge. If I can proc it on Q. Okay, let me try a proc there on Q. It's better.
Perfect timing.
So if you get that, that's a perfect timing dodge. You assist in, so you get like certain buffs. I think it's easier to do it on the go. So instead of like dodging, you swap in instead. And it works much better when there's a bit of tempo. Now I think because there's no tempo. Let me try get into it.
Okay. Here, catch. Don't drop it. Wanna help me test this?
Leave the heavy lifting to me. I'll take it. Draw!
Your foundation ain't solid.
Perfectly lined up.
It's crunch time. Go, 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 go!
Better not get shot.
The Battleball Industry characters have like a lot of AoE. So they can kill like squishies very fast with their bursts. Yeah, the evasion is quite satisfying, but it takes a while to get used to. Like if you want to try to proc it, I find it's a bit hard. I have to get into the rhythm. Okay, let's see how much like 40 energy is worth. How much can I level up my characters by?
How can I help?
Let's start with like Ben, who's at level 20. So that gave us like barely anything. Like if I use everything here. 2 levels for 40 energy. 40 is like roughly a quarter of a day's energy. So that is quite little, and considering that we are level, I don't know, Trailblaze level 20.
Time for some hard labor?
I mean that skills also, right? As you go higher your mats, you get more. Cost of course goes up, but you don't know. I don't know whether now it's like an exponential increase like Honkai Star Rail from level 71 to 80 and stuff. Maybe we'll farm a bit more mats first. Just one more round maybe. I'm gonna switch him out and I'm gonna play her.
1, 2.
It's our turn, bro.
Just a bit more movement.
Ready!
The three-pronged approach. So many openings.
So that's an assist dodge. I dodge in so you have that like vital view. If you see like these arrows that come by, these are like the signals that something is gonna hit you. So it kind of gives you like anticipation to prepare. So but even though you see that flash, you still have to get the timing right. Damn, look at that. Sheesh. So if I don't get the timing right, I still can't like swap in and have that. Yeah, like that. So the dodging is a bit trickier. But that is to assist like swap in. He's gonna die to that bamboo. Like dodging is a lot easier to proc. I'm still not too good with like the assist dodge in. It's harder to proc.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bit trickier to proc. Maybe it's when the flash.
Perfect timing.
So once you see that flash, that's when you dodge in. So let's try again, see whether it's confirmed. Yeah, so once you see that like lightning flash, that's when you go in for the swap in dodge. Whereas for dodge is when you see the attack.
Go Glenn.
So that's a swap in dodge. I think it's like the reactive dodge or whatever it's called. We'll check later what it's exactly called.
Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
Are those enemy Aether ones? Yes. The ones with yellow crystals are Aether typing. Yup, definitely the game prioritizes a bit more evasion than Genshin Impact. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully they don't have a shielding type character. But actually, did you know we already have one? Like, let me just pull up the training menu. We already have a shielding character actually.
Standing by.
And that is Ben. So let me just like demonstrate real quick. Poor Ben is suffering some bullets for a while. But actually holding down his E here, if I jump in here, it's not a perfect block, but he actually blocks like 50% of the shots. Considering that it's like hitting him like this outside of that. So at least we know that his mobility does have a bit of pros to it also, not only just slow. Yup, Dark Lord, there are 5 elements. We actually just put out a video on like elements, so we talk about what they exactly do. I put like clips on exactly what does electric shock do and stuff like that. Check it out when you guys want to. We go more in depth into exactly what the typing is, what is it good for and stuff for every single character. More in depth in that. But yup, basically 5 elements. Physical, Aether, Fire, Lightning, Ice are the main typings. And there are 3 attack classes. We have Slash, we have Pierce, and also we have, what's the last one? Strike. So 3 of them. The only character right now that has like double attack type is Rina, who is both Strike and Pierce at the same time. But no one has like double elements. So maybe in future?
Yes,
I don't know.
all accounted for.
Okay, we went to get some levels, so let's level us up.
Come on, let's get to work.
I'm gonna take Anton up a bit more. This is like only halfway, so there's still a long ways to go. Let's equip him up with a little bit of stuff. Electric, yeah, I'll take it. Why not? He's electric anyway. Let's just equip whatever we have. We don't care about like main stats and stuff, and don't min max now. We just want to get stats. That's what's important in the earlier game. Crit damage is never too good early on because we don't have any crit rate anyway. So if I could prefer, I'll prefer something with more general stats, even HP percentage. Better than being a dead stat. Okay, let me just try to complete any sets. Is this the purple? Is this purple and this purple the same? Nope, so these are different. Do I want attack or do I want defense? Or attribute mastery? I think small amounts. Probably I'll just take attack. So this is something that we talked about also in the element video. What's important to know is there's this thing called additional ability. So I went to do a bit of homework, a bit of studying, and that's how we did the content for elements. But basically, TLDR is this core skill unlocks at I think like 15. I'm not sure whether this 2 unlocks or whether it's just like the bonus ability. But basically, this is Elemental Resonance. When there are at least 2 electric agents in your squad, he gets like certain buffs that for him personally will get. And for example, you can see there's a second part here. Not only you have Elemental Resonance, you have like Weapon Resonance in that sense, like the damage typing that they do also has it over here. Pierce agents will get like certain bonuses. Every character is different. So like Anton has his own set of things. We can see here that Rena also has her own set of things. Like you can see her resonance here is also slightly different. When she has 2 electric agents in a squad, when you hit an enemy with an X special or chain attack is the one that you swap in that like slow-mo with that bar to choose left or right. The shock damage the enemy suffers increases by 22.5%. This shock of course is the attribute anomaly that is being proc, not plain electric damage. There's a bit of a difference, and they use the terms very vaguely here, or not vaguely, but they use the terms assuming that we know everything already. But it's very important that shock we distinguish between just plain electric damage. This is the anomaly attribute, which we talked about in the elemental guide video. When there are at least 2 Pierce agents also, Rena's chain attacks deal 13 more damage. And what I found like reading after time, that she's actually an insanely good support, Rena. So probably one of the characters so far that we see that has very, very nice supportive ability. Because if you can see here, after she asks one of like the ghosts, these 2 ghost bamboos to attack, is part of her attack kit. She increases the squad's pen, which is penetration, ignoring enemy defense. And depending on like which one flies out, both flies out eventually if you press your basic attack long enough. The squad's electric damage is increased by 2.4%. If they are shock enemies, increases a little bit. I'm not too sure whether she has Eidolons that increase this further, but this is still nice. The small amounts seem minor, but when you combine with like other stuff like these bonuses, for off-field character it's pretty decent so far, and considering that she's also very far back in range. So I think what's useful will be to talk about her, Grace, since we're going to be playing her a lot. At least understanding what she does will probably be quite fun. So I think this means it's unlocked. So probably these aren't unlocked if you don't have it at level, like leveled up. I'm not too sure actually. Maybe it has always been unlocked already. Yeah, not too sure what's the difference. Maybe these change or something. Maybe this is like 30%. So when it levels up, it becomes 45%. So maybe this is the enhanced version. So this is probably at base level. So for Grace, her additional ability here is when there are 2 electric agents, which we will be playing Anton and Grace, or Rena and Grace. So we have 2 of that. Grace electric damage is increased by 30%, and when there are at least 2 Pierce agents in your team, entire squad regenerates 0.1 energy when there are shock enemies in battle. The shock is the effect that you have to proc on the enemies, which is the attribute anomaly of electric. Not that much though, like less than 10%. So what's nice is she is Pierce.
Only handle technical matters.
She is Pierce. Anton is Pierce and electric. So with just these 2 characters, you can instantly proc like both of her passives. Rena is very nice because she has this like double typing, so you can fit her into like a lot of comms, and you can be very versatile with her if you are running like electric somewhere here or there. So super good electric support because she plays into so many of these attack types with this like double up. It makes quite a bit of difference for that reason. What element is the MC? There is no MC that can be played here. I was like thinking Honkai Star. No, it's not. It's a bit different. So the MC here is just like a moving character. This is like in the teapot kind of thing, like Paimon. Think of it that way. That you can't really play them. They have no damage typing, but it's just like a host for you to get by, do your dailies, and move agents around. In this case, Ben has block, but has to be positioned and timed properly. Not really. Maybe we'll check out Ben later on, and maybe we'll do a bit more research on him. But it's actually just hold E. Something like a character who has that kind of thing. Maybe like Beidou or Candace from Genshin Impact. Something like that hold E kind of style. There's no perfect counter in that stance. It just like blocks off a lot more damage. Not too sure exactly how it might play out. Maybe with higher levels he gets different abilities, but we have to see. Okay, let's get into the commission. Kuro-kun asks, what is the most meta team now in the beta? And I think that's a very tricky question because now we're still in the early stages, so the content is like not super hard. We do get our own comp, but I'm gonna play with
Rena,
my
at your
comp.
service.
Is it work time?
Come on, let's get to work.
Because we are still in early stages of the game, so meta is only best to define once we like get a little bit later on and like tackle end game content. But for now, I think we see it in a few dimensions. One is like character range matters a lot more than Genshin Impact, because each of them have different range. They have different stuns. Some like to move back while they're attacking. Some of them hit very far away. Some of them have like abilities that maybe move them when they're using the skill and stuff. But let's talk about that more in the combat.
Seems like the grappler we're looking for is somewhere in this hollow. It's outside the construction site and we don't have a carrot, so we'll be relying on you to find it.
He's a bit like Sampo mixed with Xiao, right? Like a bit of the vibe.
You're in good hands. I'll make sure your commission fee is well spent.
The cunning hairs did mention that you excel at everything, including making sure you're generously compensated. I really have no filter. The grappler was responsible for transporting on-site waste before it went missing. It spent its days going from point A to point B, and it's real quick. We really can't do without it. What's wrong, Ben?
Oh, nothing. Listening to you just reminded me of an old story.
Oh, is it a story about fearless bros?
The main character is a man, but it's hard to say whether he's fearless or not. The story is about how a man is punished by having to carry boulders over and over again, day after day.
Hey, Felt.
No
worries.
This is just my humble opinion, but our company's autonomous machines are all very intelligent. Maybe once the logic core was upgraded, the grappler just couldn't stand such monotonous work.
Monotonous work? Ben, that's not true.
Johnny asks, when is this game coming out? It does feel quite finished already. As you can see, like a lot of the words, the voice actors kind of done. The combat still feels like super smooth. More of the element system has already been introduced and damage typing and whatnot. So I think we are very similar and close to Honkai Star Rail's second beta, like based on gut feel, comparing the two side by side. In fact, I think ZZZ is like a bit ahead. Honkai Star Rail 2 is a little bit slower in terms of where it was when it was first developed. Didn't have so much story. I feel that ZZZ has quite a bit of story already.
And our grappler are doing some awesome muscle training every day.
So comparing like back then, I think it was another 6 months before Honkai Star Rail release. I think I tried it like 2022 November, if I'm not wrong. Somewhere around there. I have to check the channel, like the main channel, a little bit further back. But it was like roughly 6 months. Then the CBT3 came out, and once CBT3 is out, like the game launched like 1 week or 1 month after. Very, very short. So this is pretty much like more or less finalized already, the stuff that we are reading. That's why we are making, like, we are able to make guides right now for all the fundamentals.
A real bro never looks down on such work. Muscles only grow after back-breaking training day after day. And it's only through the mundane that the soul can grow, becoming hard as iron and as strong as steel.
I'm not sure whether to feel awkward or cheer him on.
What's a Sisyphus? Hey Mahadat. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing right. I've been reading that for years, but I've never known exactly how to pronounce it. But hey, welcome to the stream.
People at the start of each new project. Let's be off. Our priority now is to retrieve the grappler so Grace can inspect it.
Our only goal is to bring back that grappler. Leave any obstacles in our path up to me.
Warning, multiple hostiles detected.
Ha! Perfect. Let's go, bro.
Anton, don't rush off on your own.
Will I be doing more guides on CCC mechanics? Definitely will. We are just trying to pace ourselves so we don't get super burned out. It's my first time doing a stream every single day, so it's a little bit tiring. Plus to have to do videos on the side, maintain the Star Rail channel. So I'm just trying to like take a breather every now and then, but definitely will be doing more. The element guide has already been released. I don't know whether you have checked that one out. That's pretty useful, I think. Okay, so a little bit of meta talk now, since we were just discussing that topic. Something that I think a lot of people might not instinctively talk about, because it's like you can't really describe it, but I'm trying to do my best to describe it, is this thing of a concept of like positioning in ZZZ. Because reaction-based games, they don't just rely on like DPS here, like unga bunga everything. Dodging is one thing, and avoiding damage is a big part of the game. So characters like Grace, that has the ability to jump back when I use the skill, or characters that, for example, if you see here, like Rina, she has a lot of range, a lot of mobility, very fast to move on her map. These are things that are very intangible and hard to factor in. Because there's no like movement speed stat, there's no speed like in Honkai Star Rail, you can't really quantify these kind of things. And you can only know after you play the game. So characters, as you can see, like certain different units, like Anton, a bit slower maybe, more close up in your face, which might work better for like certain floors and others. But I think a bit of mobility like Grace, if you see, she's generally quite neutral in the space that she consumes. This is like one full combo. So she stands roughly in the same place. But other characters, for example like Anton, might move forward naturally, which means that you either have to go backwards or move forward and stuff like that. So a bit different. But that's one thing that I want to talk about with relating to meta, which is gonna... I'll continue talking about it, but let's get on with it.
Perfect timing.
Can assume the game to be released early next year. I think it will likely be timed in for the summer. Honkai Star Rail was released like in April, which was very nice for them because they got the whole summer during the Kafka and Blade timing. Or was it Luotao's timing? Somewhere around there. But it was in time for the whole summer hype. We live in Singapore, so like our holidays are in June, but I think around the world maybe it starts with like May or something, which was pretty much the peak because I think Star Rail launched in like April 24th or something like that. And a bit back into the meta talk. Since meta is always talking about how efficient we can be, definitely running like same type teams are very, very important because of the resonance feature. If resonance didn't exist, then all of this meta talk would not involve like same team comms. Don't know whether I can show you the character's resonance, but that was what we talked about previously, the resonance part. It helps increase damage for basically no cost. So that is definitely going to be a huge part. So forming teams with synergy, with like same typing, same weapon attacks, or maybe similar style in terms of like how they play one range, one far range, one middle range, likely will make a bit of difference. It's a good question because Dark Lord is asking, can I just play with one single unit? The game gives you a lot of bonuses for swapping into multiple characters. Let me give you an example of what I mean. This is one, like I swap in new characters. Let's try that again. So you see that that's a dodge in and he immediately gets to act. Let's try that again. So a swap in and instantly attack. So it's faster, which means that you increase your DPS because you do more stuff in the same time. But not only that, when we use our burst, we basically get points up here. These points over here that contribute to our ultimate burst. So if you guys are wondering, like you're maybe used to Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, why is this ultimate bar always like black? Why doesn't it charge up like the rest of them? The charging is actually done here. So once this hits 3000, the bar is charged. So we get moves for like hitting enemies, doing a dodge. You can see like what is the points awarded for. So like counter here. And we get more points when we rotate in. Assist attack, as you can see. Skill. So I do some damage. And we chalk up these points much faster. So that's why like they incentivize you to use multiple characters at once. And if that wasn't enough, like we also have a side benefit because energy gain here is passive, and energy gain is different from this. Passively, when I stand on the field, let me just use up some of their bursts. So I'm just going to use some energy, waste some away. It's easier to see when we waste it. So right now we can use her as an example. If I'm standing still, all my teammates get a bit of energy, this gauge here, over time. So passively they all gain energy, like 1.2 per second or something like that. Unless there's like certain multipliers, energy recharge bonus and whatnot. So which means that all three of your characters get more actions, more energy to do stuff, to charge this bar faster, which means that you get to use your burst. If I just play with like a single character on field, this will take forever to charge. So you can play with a single character, but you lose a lot of DPS.
You cannot stop me.
Go, 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 go!
Better not get shot.
So many openings. Take cover.
It's crunch time!
Go play.
Stand still.
Can you see me? Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
I'm here.
Go play.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, definitely need some evasion training. You just press E with Zhongli, dodge everything with that thick shield, easy peasy. This one is not like that. There's no one that really does as much as that. Not even Ben. Yeah, it's very fast paced, this game. Where the heck am I supposed to go? Here? There. Is there a healer? And what if we die in a certain stage? Will we be able to revive? No, so far there aren't any healers in the game. So if you die, you are just one character down. Maybe later on, when we get into the harder difficulties, we can see that in action. There are some like notes. It's like simulated universe. Like maybe you get pick up some revive notes. But that's the only way you can like heal. So taking as little damage is important to survive the whole simulated universe kind of thing in these kind of domains. Because you don't heal up from stage to stage. As you see, they have the same HP.
Look at its back. Is that a blender? That thing looks pretty wild.
Anton, tap me in.
Last power test. Commence demolition.
How do I commence a chain attack? Okay, one sec. We have to get into that. It's easier to see with the bar. I just finished the stage. So let's take another question. We'll get back to that. I think it's better to see that with the graphics behind.
Dilapidated structures and obstacles exist in this area.
Is there a character that supports AFK play, like summons a turret? If you're looking to AFK farm and AFK, I think this game might not be the best for you. It's very active. It's not like Honkai Star Rail, everything auto battle, and then whether you get 3 stars or 2 stars, it doesn't really matter as much. Here if you AFK, I think nothing happens at all. No one has like passive damage on the side, like some floating balls or anything.
My bro is stuck. He can't make it through.
Don't move, Anton. We'll see what we can do.
Scouting new route.
Anton, Bell's marked out a new path for you.
But what about the ethereals along the way?
No problem.
Phelps question, Rena or Grace? You can only pick one. Let me think about that. I think there's a harder one, but okay, for now I think Grace a little bit more. The question is like, who do I choose when it goes official launch, right? If let's say you could choose one and like reroll for one of them only, which is the one that I'll pick? I think that's the tougher one.
Great! Nothing can stop us! Now, let's look for that grappler!
Favorite character so far gameplay wise, in terms of actions. I like a few characters. Let me talk about them like in the character menu after this. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing now. I'm just like bunga through this stage. I'm not even like reading whatever Anton is saying. The music's so good, right?
Warning, high ether activity detected ahead. It is likely our target.
Look! The grappler's up ahead!
It's a bunch of ethereals.
Don't worry! They're no match for me and my bro!
Did the sound of the grappler attract them?
More ethereals are surrounding us.
Doesn't matter! They can't stop us!
Okay, let's take the chain attack questions again. How do you proc a chain attack? So you see these gauges on them. Like if I smack this guy, this number starts building up.
Have a couple more.
Once you hit like a heavy attack when he is broken, you get that chain attack. But a lot of attacks are light, so I'm trying to proc a heavy attack.
Max potential energy. Around the weak spot.
My attacks are too light. Maybe against a big enemy. Usually it's like a E or like a last combo of an attack and stuff like that. Yep, so you see, that's a heavy attack, so that's when it procs. Once that gauge hits like 100, you'll be able to do it if you have like a heavy attack.
I found you. Initial impulse. Every effort counts.
A crucial strike!
Perfect timing.
It's crunch time!
Max potential energy. Here we go. Stand still. Go now, giant. Ready?
Straight to the Earth's core!
The animations are so good. We are seeing a lot of shock here because all three of them are electric, so they only proc shock. The question I wonder is, can I like pause? Oh, I actually can pause. So let's see what happens if we pause at night. Okay, so we can't pause this.
Warning, high-risk hostiles approaching.
Boss! Awesome! Finally, a worthy challenge!
What a hot-headed fool.
Come on, let's go!
So these are like the things where we were asking about healing and stuff like that. So these nodes here that we can randomly like go into, usually they are green on the map. Hopefully they have a colorblind option, because I'm sure a lot of colorblind people play this game. So if that, or maybe because you can see the patterns also. So like you see this bamboo here with the heart shape, that is possibly like healing. That's how you heal. Some of them revive also, so if you make like mistakes and stuff. But generally the HP that you have carries over from like one mini game to like the next mini stage. And the last thing we want is like to go into like tons of debuffs with all our characters dead. So this is quite an easy stage because there's no debuffs here that's clocking up. So it's just like unga bunga. No real strategy like needed so far. Will I be wailing on this game when it's released? It's a tricky one. I think that I will be getting all the characters at like plain 0 at a E0 level. And I think this game is more fun if it's at no Eidolons, like no constellations. Because this is a game that you probably will be using a lot of money to compensate on skill, and I don't like how that sounds. I rather like get good, you know. I feel myself getting better over the couple of days. So definitely something that if you play enough, it feels good also when you get good. I mean, no offense to anyone who plans to whale for the game. If you like the character and want to spend money, I think it's a great idea. But I think this game is better enjoyed as a free-to-play. Or a small spender who just like gets characters and not Eidolons and light cones and all that. But who knows, maybe I need to get good and whale so that I can clear content. If not, I'll just like 1-star everything. Given how slow my hands are.
And besides, a real bro never whines.
You cannot go now, child.
Okay.
Have a couple more.
You cannot stop me.
Up front! Things are getting hot. Your shift is over.
Blast power test. Hey idiots, I'm here.
There are some questions I owe, so I know I will get back to that in the game menu. Back to the Rena or Grace. I think they do different things for if we're talking specifically about gameplay, I do like both characters in terms of gameplay quite a bit. And I think my choice will be for the free-to-play, like the free fight. If there ever is like a choice between, like for example, you know, that 300 pool on the standard banner for Honkai Star Rail. If I get to choose between both of them, I think these two are the harder choice for me personally. I'll talk about the rest of them for everyone in like a better guide video. But why I like her is she's very good because of her E. She can throw that grenade, bounce back. Very, very flexible. I can play her as a secondary DPS slot. For me personally, I think main DPS will be one that is on the field a lot, like Anton likes to unga bunga. I think I want to play like one main DPS, one sub DPS, which I use for this reaction swap ins. So she swaps in, throws the grenade, dodges back, helps me move into position, very quick bursty kind of nature. And the last character that I have is a mobility character. Or if worst case scenario, if I want to move around and escape like some danger, I have her who can shoot from range. Some slightly supportive in nature, better if she can buff the team in some sense. I think this is like a pretty nice team comp already, in my opinion at least. So to choose between her as well as her, if we're not talking about like design, probably I think if I am needing a sub DPS a bit more, I'll choose Grace. If my luck depends on how the actual roles go live. She will probably be more if I need like a bit more movement, mobility characters, because the only other ones that have very, very long range that work similarly is like Billy. I don't really like Billy's playstyle that much.
You are the weak spot. Kindly fall into despair.
You right?
As a Miyabi fan, how is she meta-wise? She's actually not released in this beta. There's a lot of like speculation going on online that's saying that she was excluded because she was too popular in CBT1. Everyone that tested CBT1 basically just played Miyabi. I saw that that meme post on Reddit where they showed the Buzz Lightyear and I'm the only Miyabi fan. Then they show the entire like rows of stuff with all the Buzz Lightyear fans. So everyone loves Miyabi.
I've been waiting.
But yeah, we're not too sure this season, or this CBT2. She was excluded.
His installed voice was nothing like this.
Grappler, your smart core may have malfunctioned. Come back with us so we can fix you.
Don't treat me like a child refusing their medicine. I'm a real bro, fearless and unyielding. A real bro? You call yourself a real bro after that sneak attack? Oh, look who's talking. The answer is simple then. Let's battle.
Yeah, they really wanted some other characters to be played so they get more data than just everyone Miyabiing.
I'd better take things seriously.
So harder fights like this, you actually start to see where team comms maybe matter. But I wouldn't say this is a very hard stage because there's no like debuffs or anything that we got. It's just a story quest. So it's this kind of comms where this team that I just randomly put together has very nice range here, same typing, pierce, all of them have pierce, and I have good amount of mobility. So it's a pretty balanced team comp so far. Which will show a bit more when on harder content. This one's quite easy still.
If you really want to know, you must defeat me first. I'm here.
So shock actually like removes the ability for machine type enemies to act. So that's why he's like immobilized a little.
Perfect timing. Alright. As you will.
Bring it on.
Wanna help me test this? Ready and waiting.
An opening.
Is this dude really heavy machinery? He's so fast.
He's trying to escape.
You may have made quite the effort tracking me down, but I'm not going back with you. So give up now and admit defeat. I'm a real bro, and these mundane tasks you've been handing me don't appeal to me whatsoever.
Wait! If it's just about your workload, we can work this out. If you keep making a scene, you'll attract ethereals. Just come back with us, heavy-duty grappler Hans.
Silence.
Who's the most balanced out character that you currently have? Balanced out as in most mid, like would the least likely gonna get nerfed and buffed heading into the last one? That's a bit tricky if that's the case. Or are you asking like which do I feel is like the most broken and maybe could do with a bit of nerfs?
A real bro should pick yes. From today on, I shall be known as. What's happening?
Yeah, I really do like the mobility for the team so far. Very, very nice. Especially in like ZZZ, I think mobility is better for people with like slow hands.
Woe is me. It looks like my brief existence has come to an end.
You just said you're a real bro. Is this how far your faith in yourself goes?
Why are you helping me?
Becoming a real bro is a great dream. It's a real shame that you're giving up so quickly. And after I agree to have a bro-to-bro battle with you, we haven't got a winner yet.
That's right! That's right! Anton, my brother!
Wait, what's going on?
It might be a little weird, but this kid should be fine.
Yes, brother! I've made up my mind! I'll return with you and learn how to be a real bro! I'll start by doing my day-to-day work!
It's okay. We got this, bro. All right. You haven't told me your new name yet.
My new name is... Man of Iron, Brave One, Sparkling Engine, Hans!
Very nice, Hans.
So, you're still called Hans?
feels a bit odd that we can control 3 characters only, unlike in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Well, I think Genshin's 4, so I guess it's like similar to more similar to Genshin. And it's all at once. It's really a lot of things to think about. Because like you see this order here, whether who is where also makes a difference. So if I press my, like I customize my key, so if I press my mouse 5 button, it goes to the next one in the order. And if I press the one behind, it goes over to Rina. The mouse 4 button, it goes over her. So it's actually not as simple. When it's like mechanically, you have to be quite gifted and quite talented. For me, I need more time to train that there. But if I had 4 characters, I don't know how many buttons and fingers I would need. Probably I need another brain and hand all together to swap like to the other one as well. So I think 3 characters is pretty nice for now. I don't think anything more is needed so far, for me at least. So we're going back to like the questions on, I think there was one, let me just check on the different characters. Say I'll get back to you when we have the screen ready. Okay, favorite character gameplay wise. So in terms of like meta of like all of them, different of them have different pros and cons. Some of them are a little bit stronger than others, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Out of all of them, I think my favorite so far, if we are talking about favorite as in who do I enjoy playing the most, probably is Grace. Like, out of all of them, she feels like the smoothest to play in terms of the way she presses her skill, the way she gets on the field, gets off, doesn't require a lot of field time. Her basic attacks are nice for a bit of range, but not very necessary because it's a lot of physical. She's an electric element that procs shock. So coming on the field off here and there really benefits the team compositions quite a bit. Second in line, I think so far from what I've touched, Rina is nice because she does a lot. She helps you get by, especially if you are in a rut. You have a tough comp. Especially I think newer players might find a bit more enjoyment with Rina because you still haven't learned boss mechanics. You haven't learned how to like perfect dodge everything. You haven't learned how to do everything. She's a character that makes up for skill deficiencies, in my opinion, like based on what I'm playing so far. I'll do like a full-on guide later on once I get more of these characters unlocked. I played all of them except for Ellen in the CBT 1. They didn't change too much because I played these two like in the story already. So I have a good opinion on most of them except for her. I haven't tried her yet. So that is for Rina. I think she helps a lot with if you don't have like tons of skill. Like for me, when I'm still like trying to learn the game a little bit more with a bit more range, a bit more mobility, has supportive skills, so it's not as if she's gonna be like useless after you get good. Billy, on the other hand, I think is a great character to like play if you are still getting used to all that perfect dodging, the perfect assist and stuff, because it's a lot of things to learn in such a short period of time, and you don't want to like feel the game is too hard and just quit halfway because it's not your style. It might just be because you just need to like learn how to do everything, a lot of things all at once. But definitely we'll be doing more guides to help out the theory part. I can't help you practical, I can't hold your hand and click, because if I hold your hand you're probably going to lose every fight anyway. But yeah, Billy is very similar to Rina, very useful early on where you don't know boss mechanics, you just want to like focus on staying alive, dodging. I think in that sense, that gameplay aspect, that's where I'll favor them. The ones that I don't really like so much will unfortunately be a character like Ben and a character like Corin. I feel that their skills when they cast it are very stationary, very like on the same spot. In a game that prioritizes a bit of mobility, a bit of movement, dodging, committing yourself to like that same spot for a couple of seconds is quite difficult, at least for me so far. So maybe I'm not playing them in the perfect combinations, maybe it's just not my style. But definitely for gameplay wise, I don't like staying on the spot. I prefer a bit more mobility, moving around, because moving around is a pseudo like perfect dodge. Like as if you avoid the attacks physically by dodging, you don't have to use the dodge counter, you don't have to use your assist counter, which helps you survive much better than just taking damage. Of course, he has a shield mechanic, which is interesting to explore. Characters gameplay that I think will scale very well
Nothing to fear.
might be these two characters here. Nicole as well as Sokaku. She used to be called Aokaku in CBT1, just a fun fact. But anyway, these two characters scale I think quite well is because she procs reactive assist every time she uses this. So whenever I press that fan thing, that this fanning mosquitoes, you see that thing that spins, she will always have this ability to call in another person, reactive assist. So what this is if you look on the screen whenever we fight, the bottom right there will be this sign. Sometimes you will see like, can I come in, can I help you, or something like reaction, assist here, then there's like this exclamation mark with the person's face. That is a reactive assist. Usually it only happens when you are hit, like someone hits you, knocks you out, or for example, you have abilities like this that call in other teammates, which is very useful because it increases the DPS of the team. She's ice, which is quite nice too, to like freeze and shatter the enemy too. So Colada is that. She also bit of CC with her spinning tornado, does pull in a little bit.
Need something?
Nicole, on the other hand, in terms of gameplay, she's also quite useful because of her element typing. The bomb that she shoots does pull in a little bit of enemy, but it's not like Venti in Genshin Impact where you have the huge radius. The one that is really beneficial is because of this Aether corruption that she does. So when you pull in enemies and you hit like corruption on multiple enemies, and if you guys are like confused with all the element and you want to know more, the element guide I think is very, very useful for anyone getting started on all these elemental. But the TLDR for like corruption is once you proc it, when any of your other teammates like hit, they will get additional damage, pink damage, the Aether corrosion damage on top of that. This additional effect is just like ethereal enemies get a special bonus. But the main thing is you do a lot of damage with her off the field, which I think is quite important in a game where you have a main DPS and you have two characters that are secondary. So anything that can stay on the field for a longer period of time generally increases overall DPS. And that is Nicole. And another thing why I think like characters that can put stuff on the field will be a bit better in terms of gameplay is some sets I think do certain things. Like for example here you can see this the Vault, one of the A-star cones. I haven't seen all of the light cones or weapons yet, but this one at least already tells me that if I use X special attacks or chain attacks, it reduces target's defense by 30%, 2%. This effect is not stacked, which means characters with a lot of AoE and like to like swap in chain attack might use this very, very well. For example, like Grace, if I swap in, throw the grenades and stuff, that gives the whole entire enemy side 30% defense shred for 2 seconds, which is probably enough for me to rotate into another character, press E or press burst and stuff like that to really get a lot of value out of this. So another way how you can like tweak characters accordingly.
Nothing to fear.
I talked a lot about the characters already. Out of the ones that I have, the one that is left is Anbi. I think Anbi is the simplest character out of all of them to play. She doesn't have too much quirks, very nice to get started, and has a little bit of complexity in her basic attack here because you can hold it, you can pause it, or you can use like certain combos to get that electric slam that she does, the uppercut, which is quite nice because a little bit of complexity, good to start. I can see why they made her a base character, very simple to understand. And electric is also quite common. We have a lot of other electric units, so she's flexible in that sense. But out of all of them, probably to answer the question on balanced, I think she probably will be my most balanced character out of all of them. That doesn't need a buff or doesn't need a nerf. I think she's fine the way she is. Doesn't do too much damage, doesn't do too little. It's not totally obsolete because there are some comps that you don't mind a bit of burst. She can be played in just a E spam, like you just jump on the field, use the special attack to do her uppercut, burst with her for a very quick amounts of damage because her multipliers here are very, very high. So you can see here they're pretty large. So very good for that like second DPS slot. If you are missing maybe a character like Grace, you can always just swap Anbi in. So flexible in that sense, quite balanced. But that's a lot of talking. Hope that was answering the question. Feld is asking, balance out as in a person can do a bit of everything, or he or she is so flexible that all of the team is available. My definition of balance, I think my definition of balance is anyone that doesn't need a nerf, doesn't need a buff, and the chances of them going into official launch or CBT3 without too much tweaks in their kit. I think Anbi is that character that I have, but maybe let's just expand on that. If we are talking about flexibility, can fit into a lot of teams, I think probably the closest character that can fit into many teams will be Sokaku and Nicole.
My services are expensive.
They both have a bit of CC, they both have a bit of like supportive abilities like we mentioned. They are both A rank characters, so I can see a lot of people like fitting these two characters in their roster. The other characters here, the other 4 stars, might be a bit more conditional to play. Corin may be more on physical teams only, but these two I can see them exploring quite a large number of teams, especially right now as of CBT2, we don't have that many Aether characters, so Nicole's value might drop a little bit for now, like if we don't get any Aether characters official launch, because of course she doesn't proc any resonance without any of the second Aether character to get this other effect. So she's basically a dead space for now in CBT2, but we might definitely see some Aether characters coming up, and definitely more will be added. So that's like what I call balance and flexibility.
Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are here.
Meanwhile, let's do 10 pull while I continue reading some comments. Do you think I'll get lucky? I really want this Ellen though, because I haven't gotten her before, I haven't played her. And I see some comments saying that she's quite fun to play. Also Ice. Let's try. Ah, that's my luck right there. I think we have most of the A, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip. Yeah, that's another bend. Should we do singles? Can I afford anything? Do I want the I do want the limited characters. Let's try to get her. Bees. I'm still not sure whether you can like see whether you get a 5-star immediately when these stuff shows up. I think I have to like compare in detail. But if everything's a B, I mean everything's gonna be the same. Can't see any difference. Bees. How's the story so far? Rockstar is asking. Do you think it'll be as good as Honkai Star Rail? The style is very different. I think if you like more lore, like Trials of Cold Steel, Legend of Heroes series, which is my personal favorite series, I think Honkai Star Rail is more towards that aspect. You can chill out, enjoy a good story. This one is more on your feet. You feel more excited of what's next to come. Feels like a comic book kind of style, an arcade game kind of storyline. More in your face, more active, more like what's coming next kind of thing. Honkai Star Rail is like a bit more lore. You want to read certain things and understand more of like theories, or who is this, who is the family, who is Panacony, what do they do and all that, which is a bit different. Yeah, absolutely no streamer's luck. Streamer's luck is a lie for me. I have very bad luck. Like even my Honkai Star Rail account is like worse than this, I think. At least I get some S rank characters here. For the last 4 limited banners for Honkai Star Rail, I lost every single 50-50. Except the light cone. Light cone I managed to get that very fast. Like in like 50 or 60, which is probably hard pity. Grace and Rina, a waifu team. Not so, because I still don't have Miyabi. If I put Miyabi in, I guess that will complete it. But I do like Anton. I think the 4-star Anton feels like a pretty nice, solid on-field character. I probably, if I were to play official launch and I don't have like a S rank character as the main DPS, I likely will play Anton or Sokaku as the melee frontline character, depending on what I pull. Sokaku is mid-range or more on melee? Sokaku is more melee. She doesn't have many range attacks. Yeah, but the thing about flexibility in this game is not like a Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact. Like for example, a character like Bennett from Genshin Impact, or a character like Bronya from Honkai Star Rail that can be played into most comps. The problem with this game, like not really problem, but the fun thing and the complexity of this game is one character can easily be replaced very, very quickly because there are so many variables in this game.
Standing by.
In Genshin Impact, I would say it's like DPS, elemental reactions and how quick swappy they are, how much damage they can do off the field and stuff like that. Very simple stuff. And how much do they buff the team and whatnot. Honkai Star Rail is also very clear. You push the teammates, you have speed, you buff the team synergetic and all that stuff. I think that Zenless Zone Zero is a bit different. Zenless Zone Zero doesn't mean you have a character that buffs the entire team will always be the best character. And what do I mean by that? Because some things that are not quantifiable, like mobility and stuff, that you can't like put a number to it. Does she have like 10 out of 10 mobility? Maybe you can do that like on a scale of 1 to 10 how mobile they are, but there isn't like a stat unless you actually play the character. And when you fit them into the same team, these kind of like stuff that you can't quantify starts to surface out very, very significantly, which you just can't like read. Like if I just take these skills and I read, theoretically Sokaku is a very good character on paper, theoretically Nicole is a very good character on paper, but they can be a bit clunky to play. She has a bit of lag when she's casting the bullets against fast moving slashing enemies. I do think that she's gonna like suffer a little bit. So that is the caveat. I just wanna like not to set anyone in the wrong direction and have the assumption that flexible characters means like plug and play. Very important to know that there are many more variables in Zenless Zone Zero compared to Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail.
I only handle technical matters.
Yeah, I really want to test Ellen out though. I think it's going to be fun to play Ellen. What is the current PT? That's the best thing about Zenless Zone Zero, out of the many things, is they actually count down here. So you don't even have to go in. You know how Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, you have to go in here, search history, and then like manually click left to find the number of pulls that we did. The best quality of life feature I find is this countdown. So every time I do a pull, this number here will just keep dropping to know what is like my end goal. So the PT is I think 90, if I'm not wrong. So it counts backwards. Let me just confirm. Is it 80 or 90? I think it was 90. Most Hoyoverse games are 90. Let me just double confirm that. Do we see a number here? Yeah, so the hard PT is 90. Likely if it's the same like the rest, maybe there's like a soft PT also at 81 onwards to 85. But 90 is where it is. So this number is like 93 minus 90, which is like 61 pulls, 51 pulls in already. But it's nice they have this countdown to your next 4-star also. So very good quality of life. They have that for here too, for the standard banner. And it resets immediately once I got like the second copy of Rena. Something that I haven't showed in a previous live stream, that let's just do that real quick because it doesn't take up too much time, is the arcade games. This is where the PvP comes in. It's not really PvP because you don't really get like rewards and stuff, but there is a leaderboard on it. And let me just go and show you real quick some arcade games. I haven't tried event mode, but arcade mode here, there are two main games. We have Snake Duel and Soul Hounds. I suck at both games, but I have a bit of a gameplay kit that I uploaded already with my absolute horrendous skills. I'm still 33%, so that's not too bad. But these people have been gaming a lot on these kind of like Snake Duel. So this is like the PvP where you kind of have a leaderboard and stuff. Surprised I'm still like 27 on Soul Hounds here. This just means I cleared 5 floors. So if you guys are interested like seeing the gameplay is on the channel, it's very, very simple. This is like Snake. This is like some Ice Muncher game that I think some of you might be familiar from other games. I'm not going to like play it. I'm just going to like show you that it's here. It's on the channel, so you can check it out if you're interested. If not, it's going to be quite boring if I take like 5 minutes to play arcade games. So that is something that they added in CBT2, which is a nice side thing if you have already done all your dailies. This is like end game content, I guess. That might be a joke in future too. They also have Doggo now, Howl, who has this like scratch card. Every day you can come in and scratch. It gives you like certain rewards. Not too sure whether if I scratch this I can get like Primo Gems, Stellar Jades, or whatever the Zenless Zone Zero Primo currency is. What's this? It looks like Denny's to me. So it's like 5888. I got like 8888 yesterday. So it's like credits. I'll take it. Maybe one day we will find out whether we can get premium currency for this. This is like the daily news. It's very nice. It's like very real life kind of thing. You really do feel like a store owner because the two siblings own the store here, like this random play store which like has VCDs. They are like a CD shop where shows like retro films and stuff. So this feels like a very neighborhood vibe. You can do a lot of things around the city. Maybe small Harvest Moon vibes, a bit mixed in, a bit Monster Hunter because you have this guy that cooks also. You have a coffee shop. In case any of you haven't seen the animation, let's go in real quick.
Greetings. What can I get for you?
Which gives like this mint espresso, I can get it and gives me energy, 60 energy a day. So this is like getting free fuel, free resin. And this is another one that they give. Oh, there's a difference. What's the diff? So okay, the first one costs us 2,500, gives 60. This new Eridu special gives us the same, but it only costs us 1,500. This one here, oh, and they also have other effects. So this one's like drop rate buff. So very interesting. Yesterday they only have this. So /CO drop rate up. So this is the VR trials. This is like your domains. So you can pick your buff that you want for the day, I guess. Then you want to farm more of that. Brewed coffee that can restore charge. I guess charge is this battery. So this is like dog shit, I guess, because it has no added bonus. If I'm just like looking to farm credits or something that I don't care about, this is probably better because it costs us the least. So it's like the most efficient. Snake Duel, yeah, it's like the snake game from Nokia. So it's like very, very simple. Mint Espresso /CO. This is like the level up materials. W engine diaphragm drop rate up. I'm just going to take this because this is like farming for the relics, the weapon level up materials, which I might do in a bit. Pretty cool animations. They do put a lot of effort into the game. You can feel that the developers actually care about this game. In other games, like, you can feel a bit more sloppiness. Of course, not going to name any names, but the fact that they add these small stuff here and there, and the lighting, I'm just in for the lighting. I mean, the sky. Okay, I think this will be better. If not, you're wondering what am I looking at. If you see like the lighting in the sky, it really has like real-time lighting. For a photographer point of view, I think it's really cool. Like it will change to sunset and then you have light rays that flies in differently. Very well developed. Maybe they can do it also because it's like a very small a town-like thing, so you don't have to think too much. I hate that lag when they take out the camera though. I wish it was more like quicker. So I'm just buying out like mats to level up my characters. Now I can get the second tier, which helps me get from like 30 to 40, max level 30 to max level 40. This seems like it's gonna stay and not like taken away. Not too sure whether you can farm this in other ways yet. The money runs out very fast, so like quick caveat, doesn't mean you have like 100k. It just disappears in an instant. So I guess that's how they're going to balance like making people pay for the battle pass and controlling the progression in that sense. Same like early days of Honkai Star Rail where we just didn't have any resources to level up all our characters. I think similarly we will face that early on because we are gated in the early days by charge, the amount of levels we can get. So choosing the characters that we want to take higher, very important for our story progression so you can clear more content in harder content. So right now I did like the rookie mistake of leveling every character up evenly, but earlier on I guess it's better that I focus on certain characters, get the right comp, like 3 characters to carry at least a little bit so you spend the least amount of resources as you can, then transition on later. Between the 3 of them, when we start, I think Nicole will probably be like the safest character to invest in if we are good with our reflexes and we don't mind scaling a little bit more, a bit more efficient. But if we are very new to these kind of like these kind of reactions, QTE games, Billy might be a pretty comfortable pick, but might fall off if you get other characters that are ranged like Arena. Unbi is like can be rotated into a quick swap. So these are my commentary on like the 3 of them for efficiency. Off topic, will I be a full-time content creator? I think there are benefits of being a part-time content creator. I don't feel so stressed of having to meet like content thresholds. Like, do I need to hit like 10 views, 20 views and stuff like that? So in that sense, I feel a little more carefree. I can do what I want. I can say what I like because I don't have to filter content to please like certain like if I say the most popular thing, I'll get more views. I don't have to care about that. I can be more authentic. So I think that because of that personality difference, I'm generally a person who likes like talk his mind. I think that full-time might not be synergetic with my personality, but who knows? Anything can happen, right? Things may change along the way. Will you get to keep those characters and progress when the game is released? No. Beta is always like full wipe. So anything that comes out in the official launch is unfortunately going to be wiped away. So I'll start from scratch. And we don't get like bonuses. At least I don't get bonuses. Maybe other guys do get some bonuses here and there.
It's our turn, bro.
Is it work time? Is food included? One.
I have 2 guns.
Maybe I'll switch to Billy instead of Rina, so I can show you a little bit more of 2A class characters, 1 Grace S class, so at least it's more closer to a free-to-play style rather than playing with everything S class.
This is it. This is where the signal came from. That child. In hollow boring machine Mark III Gretel.
We need the proxy to lead the search. Grace, describe the boring machine.
Hardworking and capable and cute. Just like Sweet Pea was when she was little.
Nobody has a clue what you're talking about.
Okay, to put it in words the average human can understand, it's a machine responsible for excavating tunnels. To work faster, it's also equipped with a demolition saw used to tear down buildings. I thought the little thing would become more efficient after the update. I never thought she'd run off.
Who even told you to do such an unnecessary update? It's more annoying than my laptop's constant updates.
You never talked like this when you were a kid. And you used to be so cute when you were little.
Rosaria? I think a bit like Lisa, don't you think?
But it's normal to go through a rebellious phase growing up, right?
Or maybe it's just her persona is very similar.
A few rebellious ideas in its head.
No, I won't allow it. I won't allow my cute children to become unruly, rebellious beasts. Midnight drag racing, deliberately scratching up their bodies, putting on massive stickers that are extremely difficult to clean, trying prohibited ether fuel mixtures, even imitating the old civilization cartoons, and trying to merge with other machines.
That's a mouthful.
Whoa. Having listened to your description, I wish I could see that.
Don't push your buttons, Proxy.
Proxy, we have to find it quickly. I just hope it isn't too late.
Detecting heavy machinery signal. Syncing location data.
The target signal is still active. It's currently... Huh? What's it doing?
Let's go take a look.
Valve status analyzed. This lock is not...
Rina Lisa. Have to hear that again. Oh man, the sound. So good. That transition was so good.
Perfect timing.
Blow, blow, blow away your troubles! Yeah!
Better not get shot.
I'm here.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Here we go.
You called?
So Kaku is here!
You rang?
Move over! Time for the real show! Don't worry, everyone will get their share! Stand still!
Alrighty!
I'm here.
Easy target! Perfect!
Blow away your troubles!
Wanna help me test this?
Sokaku is here!
The music's really vibe, man.
Ah, right. Take this. Industrial explosives. You know what to do, right? In hindsight, I should have packed more. Grab a couple more. Perfect timing. Commence demolition!
Sokaku is here!
Wanna help me test this?
I'm here!
Okay.
Stand still.
What are you waiting for? Catch a bullet?
You're gonna get dizzy!
Perfect timing.
You called?
Sokaku I can also become an Asura!
Here, catch. Don't drop it. Wanna help me test this?
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
Better not get shot.
In my sights!
I'm here.
Blow away your troubles!
Perfect timing.
Kokaku suck and Koleda AoE. Yeah, Koleda does a lot of AoE. But her VA just annoys me. So there's bias there. That's why I'm not playing her. Yet. This shit's chasing me. Bye.
The boring machine. Kiddo's just up ahead. How should we approach it?
Scanning suitable exploration routes. Please bypass the current area. Syncing area info.
Yeah, her pitch is a bit high, Grace.
Proxy,
Not Lisa?
Is this really a good path to take?
Doesn't sound like Natasha also. Natasha's a bit more husky. I can't really tell who Grace is. Feels very unique.
There's a safe zone up ahead. Go there.
Yeah, Dory a bit. And also a bit of like Paimon vibes. Rosaria's Natasha.
Yeah, we're safe. For now.
Now then, how do we get out of here? I have an idea.
What's that?
All right, everybody, cover your ears and stand aside.
Using explosives to blast your way out? You idiot!
Calm down, everything's fine. Besides, look, aren't we right by our target?
Just don't be so reckless next time.
Yeah, if you can survive Paimon, you can survive anything.
Why can I hear a girl's voice? Up there!
So it's you! The bad guys are trying to break up me and Mr. White!
Oh, it's only been a couple of days, and yet our child has become a fabulous young lady.
Just take it easy now, Grace. But who's Mr. White? Another machine? It's not that rundown building it's on, is it?
Don't insult Mr. White! I've made up my mind! I'm staying here with Mr. White! So take back what you said!
To protect its loved one, the boring machine. They somehow every
Now's
effort
not the
counts.
time for fangirling! Focus on dealing with it! Time to leave!
Stand still!
Don't even try. Perfect timing.
You called?
You rang?
Stand still.
Initial impulse!
Starlight,
Wanna help me test this? Commence demolition!
You rude, evil monsters! How dare you hit a lady so hard! Come on, everyone! It's running out of energy!
Wanna help me test this?
Alrighty!
Perfect timing.
Round and stop! Last power test!
Starlight, try this! Don't move!
I'm here!
Wanna help me test this? Perfect timing. Oh, this little one is so cute! I'll just explode!
You called?
Uh-oh! The fighting attracted some ethereals!
You dare jump on Mr. White! Get your filthy hands off of him! Get away! You filth! Stop being so rude or I'll...
Do we have Coleda in the roster? No, we do not. I might choose her for the next one,
told you not to touch him!
but I might switch to Jet VA.
You just don't understand, do you? She's like a different person!
Just unbelievable! Is this the power of a girl in love?
What kind of love power allows the use of an ether electric hybrid 1400 kilogram demolition saw?
Yeah, this one here is Coleda, so you can hear her voice.
Wait, Miss Boring Machine! That way is...
I'm so sorry, Mr. White! I got too excited!
Not this one.
Mr.
just now. It cut through the load-bearing wall.
I killed Mr. White! It's all my fault!
No, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. In fact, I should congratulate you.
Now wait just a minute, Grace. Think about what you're saying.
Oh no! Grace might know everything about machinery, but she's single as hell! She knows nothing about love!
Yeah, this is Coletta.
Lift up your head and look around. Mr. White is hugging you. Every building can only give one hug in its lifetime. He gave his to you. And he even drove off the ethereals. What a gentle building. You have good taste. Don't be discouraged. We won't let you say goodbye to him just like that. Here, come back with us. Let's work together to rebuild Mr. White on new land.
I'm going back with you!
Hey, Order. Nice to see you on stream.
Welcome back, Belle. Bellabog contacted us just now. They said they're going to send the first 2 machines to get serviced. Then text us once Ben has the rough location of the pile driver. Sounded like it shouldn't take them too terribly long to find the pile driver, but it won't be instantaneous either. If that's the case, you might as well go kill some time while we wait.
Does it sound also like a bit like Kamisato Ayato? Wise. Not too sure. So the main story is like gated now. Everything is side commissions now. Not too sure whether you're going to take this live, but it's very similar to Honkai Star Rail, that the major story for the second chapter started at like 20. That's when like you had the Silver Wolf, the Soldier 11 storyline, and then we went over to the one that we just saw, chapter 2. That was like the chapter 2 story. So I think we are gated on to the next level. When's the next level that we can go? Let me just check. What's the next time gate? View the schedule and figure out what to do for the rest of the day. I guess it's like forcing us to do something else. Maybe it's not a gate, maybe it's a time thing. Bellabog related to Honkai Star Rail? No, it's just a coincidence. None of the characters are brought in. It's like a construction firm kind of thing. But I guess it's similar because Bellabog had that like giant robot that was construction, right?
I only handle technical matters.
So maybe they're like trying to draw some comparisons between them. Okay, let me just see. What do we have? I have enough energy to do a couple more runs, which I want to do. What do I get at level 25? Tons of surveys to do. Okay, surveys are interesting because I want to know what they are asking. So this is survey 9. And we get premium currencies. I just want to know what are they asking me to do. Okay, it opens up in a totally different, with like sensitive information. So I don't think I'll do the survey here. I'll do it elsewhere. Maybe we should farm mats. Okay, 1 second. Let me just see the daily quests. Why is it more like Danheng? Yeah, like a bit of Danheng, a bit of Kamisato Ayato. I still can't make up my mind. Some cash. we can take a bit of buffs.
Check out the menu. You name it.
Oh, more buffs have been unlocked. So previously we only had these two, so now we have way more now. Now they give like damage bonus. We should take electric since we are mostly playing electric. So these are all like elemental buffs that they have of the different elemental types. So let's take electric since we are mostly playing with like 5-star electrics. Bonus stats, attribute mastery, more shock damage.
Got your fill. See you next time.
Source of the dispute. Should we do side quests or what shall I do? Maybe I'll just burn my energy first and we see some combat. What the heck is that? So we have a bonus now because of the coffee that we drank. I wish they showed it here, like if you drink the coffee, you would have like a certain amount of buff, but they don't seem, so we have to like remember it off the top of our heads. Unless I can customize something. Let's see whether I can like customize this. Do they show any buffs? Yeah, we drank the coffee just now to increase like the W modules. But it doesn't show up here. That is troublesome. So we have to remember this by heart. I think it was this one. The diaphragm. So these are the upgrades, I think, for the fidget spinners. There's a different one of them has like different colors. We'll check it after we get them. So let's like just farm all of them. I think we need some credits. We are broke. Alright. Do I want to play this team? Let's swap out for...
Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are ready for combat.
Let's put in her.
Is it work time? Is food standing by? Let's move.
Yep, something like that. We are still playing with like full electric team. It does say rate up. Does it? Let me just see. Rate up. Ah, okay. Ah, okay, right here. So there's an increase here. You're right. Good observation. So anything that is up is like basically the buffs that we got. So we want to focus on any of those. Are we missing none of the above here? Yeah, so this is the only one that got buffed, which is this like W engine diaphragm. Oh, wrong comp. I wanted unb. Because we've seen a lot of Collider. The nice part is like you quit and you can still like save your energy so it doesn't expand.
So Kaku, ready for combat. Anby, in position. At your command.
Wanna help me test this? Can you see me?
Roger.
Perfect timing.
Here we go.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Preparing takedown.
Wanna help me test this? Come a little closer.
And up we go.
Alright. Accept this.
Eliminating target.
Go play.
Electric charge.
I'm here. Have a couple more.
Target confirmed. Go.
Can you see me?
Roger.
Okay.
Standing by.
Alright. Perfect timing. I'm here. You cannot stop.
They're exposed.
Go Glenn. Perfectly lined up.
Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
Alright.
Happening. They're exposed. At your command.
Okay. You rang?
Target confirmed. Go.
Better not get shocked.
Huh? Alright.
Kindly fall into despair.
They're exposed.
The three-pronged approach.
Standing by.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by Anbi still being quite balanced. Like, she's not very out of the game, even though you have like tons of S and other A-class characters already. She's still very, very usable. Very bursty kind of character. Nice. Some levels. So I think this is the hard domain that they were talking about. This is the one that is like quite challenging, that we have to clear slowly. Have we cleared this already? When is this unlocked? Level 25 and complete exploration area edge. This is like the end game domain, I guess. The end game content, the hard ones. Where is the edge? Exploration area edge. Creighton Hollow. They don't say. Where is the edge? Is it here? Or is this the same throughout? Yeah, it's the same. So maybe we can try to reach level 25 first. What level are we? Actually, we're close. Maybe if we do like resin refresh twice, we should be able to hit it. Sheesh, I had this that I didn't use all this while. This is the weapon that we can get, so we can select which one is which. This is gonna be interesting. So what does this one give? This is like a 5-star weapon, so you can't gacha this because it's not available, but yet at least. You can't get like a 5-star thing. Maybe these are only from the light cone banners, or maybe like in future when the standard banner adds in this. So this is given because of the beta test bonus. They want you to just try everything out. Enhances the wearer's combat competency. They don't really say anything more than that. It's just a random description. So we kind of have to guess unless we like search up the stats, which we will probably know when the game goes live. But for just the sake of this video, I'll make a guess. Same. Combat competency. They really don't say anything different. Combat competency. Combat competency. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. I would guess that each of the characters have their own signature right here. So this is Alan's one. Whose is this? This is Lycan's one. Collatus. Necomata. And this one is neutral. This is neutral. Yeah, I guess since this is neutral and not really like for anyone, we're gonna take the cannon rotor. I don't see anyone's name here. So let's take this. Hey Altoids. Welcome to stream.
Standing by.
I only handle technical matters.
So this is the one that we got earlier. It's like the center of this. So think of it like the weapon, light cone equivalent, like Genshin Impact weapon, Honkai Star Rail, light cone. So this one pretty generic, attribute mastery, which is nice for Grace. or electric characters. Crit rate increases by 16%, and characters that deal a crit will do an additional 275% of attack damage. Can only trigger, which is fine since she's like quick swappy in nature, so she will only like proc this every once in a while anyway. Pretty nice. I'll probably use this, level this. So the upgrades, how to get characters stronger works very similarly for Zenless Zone Zero compared to like other Hoyoverse games. So if any of you like maybe aren't familiar with Hoyoverse games, or maybe you're seeing this for the first time closer to launch and don't know how it works, basically characters get stronger in a multiple of ways. You can increase these like random fidget spinners that you have. They all have EXP materials that you can add into them, which you have to farm. So this is like the weapon, the one that you have to farm. Different weapons have different effects on them. And similarly, what I just did is I upgraded it by a certain level by throwing these EXP materials that we got. Once it hits the cap, it then converts over to these funny things. Like this is a W engine coil. What we were farming previously is like a W engine diaphragm, which is for the side ones. So all that terminology, we'll do more guides closer to date. So you can check the channel if you're interested in that. But let's upgrade this. Okay, let's save a bit. No worries at all.
I only handle technical matters.
No other bonuses. Okay, let's do 2 more runs so we can hit level 25. This is how you force some adventure rank EXP. Not recommended though. Okay, but before we begin, let me just go for a toilet break real quick. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back. So let's do up a bit of a change. Let's change the language. I want to play in Japanese, so let's just go in Japanese and we might switch over the next few days or so. But let's see how it goes. There's a voice pack here. So,
了解。どこかに行って。
お残しはダメだよ。君で試しちゃおうかな。
私が見えるの？
絶好のチャンス。出た。
了解。
呼んだ。
隙だらけですよ。
Jeb sounds nice too. Need to go for one more, and then we will hit level 25. I see ya, Chucky. No worries. Thanks for tuning in. I can't refresh. I have no wailing power in this game. Maybe I'll wail for resin refreshers. I still have to clear content when the game goes live. So that's probably like the only thing I will spend like specifically for. And that's very important because content creators have to create as much content as they can. So I guess that's like the only difference, the wailing of what I mean. I need more film. How do I get more? Optimize any bamboo system at turbo once. Oops. It's very realistic, like nighttime the shops are closed, so I can't like go in. Which has a bit of like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley kind of vibe where timing of the day makes a difference. Time skip. The sleeping on the couch is the only time skip that we have. I think. Yeah, there's no like time skip. Wow, this is new. So I can speed run to like certain parts now, I guess. The shop. This is the newsstand. Yeah, so you don't actually have to walk around, you can just like TP to where you want to go. Pretty cool. What's the Bartic needle? I guess turbo is where we wanted to go. The one that adjusts the bamboo. So it helps you like teleport here. I guess that's good enough skipping. Time skip, but a location skip. How do I modify these guys? I guess this is modified. Yeah, waiting for the sun to set, that'll be crazy. But no, you can just sleep on the couch and it changes the time. But it's nice that they have like stuff that close at certain time of day. Good quality, like player experience, immersion kind of thing. Let's see whether I can claim the rewards. This doesn't give me any film. This guy gives me some stuff. Hollow Zero Exploration Core. I don't think I can do the core. Maybe we just do the low risk level. That's a pretty hard one. So that's in here. This is a difficult fight, so it's like quite representative of like hard content. Just not the hardest, but it's hard for our current level. Exploration Area H. I guess that's what they mean. So Exploration Area H means it's like the tier 1. So we have to reach level 25 and clear this at the same time to unlock like the low level one, I guess. So this is the buffs that we have, 2 times left. But I do want to hit level 25 so we can go to the next one. How do I get the EXP? We have some resources. Do we have any storage items? What's this? Useless. Tons of gear. Yep. I guess rally means the simulated universe. Don't exactly know, because I still haven't completed a single rally. Complete proxy primer number 4. What the heck is? I guess that's the guidebook. Okay, I already did this. How do I get more film? This is me trying to figure out how to get film. Free to play rules. So one nice thing here, this is like the archives. So we can see like everything that happened, how it started, and you can like revisit, I think, past stories. Or at least the comic book, which is like a super nice feature. If only like we had this in Genshin or Honkai Star Rail. Do we have this? I don't think we do. But basically like if we wanted to play the start of like what the storyline was, we could just like click here, I guess. Yeah, this is like the opening cutscene. So there's like not much spoilers here. And we can like see the whole entire clip, which is really fun. I might do like a collation of everything and put it up on the channel towards the end. So like people who want less skip everything and re-roll, at least we have like some of the content to binge. Yeah, HSR only has like the transcript, but this is super nice. This is like a full-on graphics being stored. But maybe that's why it was also like 38 GB of data when I downloaded it on PC. Super nice. Okay, that's enough of that. Super good. Yeah, it was 38 GB, a lot of space, but don't know whether it's just for this beta. Okay, now I do not want this. So it really simulates the whole thing. Can I get rid of this? Maybe it's just for the CBT, because they haven't done any of these like optimizing, getting rid of unnecessary files and stuff. So that's like one reason. So it's in order. This is like chapter 1.1, 1.2 kind of thing. This is the new one. So some film here. Not too much, but we'll make do. These are like story quests for Soldier 11, so we did some story quests. We only did like a little bit. There's still like more to go. I think phone is going to be a lot less, and definitely like official launch they're going to do optimization and stuff. I can't remember exactly how close beta was for Honkai Star Rail, whether it was less in terms of like the amount of data used. Finally, that was a pain. Okay, start. This is Jap VA. Do you prefer English or Jap VA so far?
指示に従うわ。
お残しはダメだよ。
排除する。
絶好のチャンス。
スタンバイ。粛清する。
来たよ。君で試しちゃおうかな。
私が見えるの？放電。
Mostly English. Some characters better with JP. Yeah, I wish you could customize. Japanese for battle. Story, yes, I think that's me too. Like Japanese sounds way more exciting in combat, but sometimes you just want the English and chill and relax so you don't have to read like the subtitles. Yeah, I feel that too. But I also wish we could like have some characters speaking Japanese, some characters like speaking in Chinese, Korean, English, and etc. Will be fun, but not too sure why they don't have that. Maybe it just takes up too much memory space. Rally missions says rally on it. Am I blind? Can I not see where? Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, you're right. So this is the rallies, I guess. So I haven't done this at all, which maybe is why like I haven't completed a single one. So I guess this is one of the to-do lists. But first, the hard content. This is like the memory of chaos kind of like equivalent. It's hard now because it's level 30 and we are under leveled. So I guess it scales up equally if we are like higher. It's a long exploration, so I guess this is probably the last activity we'll do for this stream. It's gonna be hard, so fingers crossed. This is like the, I guess the Memory of Chaos equivalent or the Spiral Abyss. They have the full simulation of like choices and stuff, so I have to think very carefully. I'll take the dodge counter. So we definitely do want to get our teammates as soon as we can, because if not, Rena is going to be tanking everything. And I think we are still on the previous squad. I'm going to just change up my roster. Don't really want that squad. I want.
準備完了。
よっしゃ。
私はあくまで技術屋だよ。
I will start with
いつで
her
も出撃可能よ。
and I will bring
私
her
は
in.
あくまメイド長リナお使いいたします。私はあくまで技術屋だよ。
俺ら。
私はあくまで一匹に。
The order matters, so I have to like select carefully.
メイド長リ
Is this a backup?
ナお使いいたしますわ。
I guess I'll take Billy as like the fourth backup. And I can bring a Bangbo in. So these are still locked for now. So which is nice, maybe as we go on. This means that the deeper runs definitely are going to be a lot more complex. So we need to have a wider roster to tackle up like uncertainty. Maybe we get debuffs that electric no longer deals any damage or something. At least we have a wider cast to like sort our roster out completely. It seems that we have a total of 6 slot like Pokemon. But we only can play 3 active on the field. So it's nice that we can swap our whole roster out if needed in eventually like future runs. Cause like, yeah, we can deploy a 4th and eventually like 5th. One sec, my phone is ringing. Right, back. Chain attack still 40% more damage. Hitting an enemy generate 1 stack of rush. The HP increase seems like the most safe option though. Although this chain attack is quite tempting for more DPS. DPS always works. I want to go for the character, so I'm probably going to run in here with 1 character. I have to make sure I take as little damage as I can because these are hard stages. One character is really hard because you can't do any combos. You can't assist dodge in, you just have to rely on your like reflexes. Perfect counter. And how you are used to that particular character. But now we get another unit, so that's really nice. Perfect dodge. Let me recover for being stunned. Pen. Yeah, I'll take this. Receive a support. Arena. So the road splits and we can't like go back to take another character, so we have to like choose up or down when we went. I definitely do want my final character. I have to fight either way, but here I get a bit of rest. I'll go here. Take a bit of healing. Or lowering the corruption counter. Yeah, the early parts of the run are also really tough, because usually like the front is like you just sweep through it really quick and then you just get to the end game. But here it makes all of the run hard. You'll choose a ranged character as the first character to play. Yeah, I guess that makes sense too. So you have more like mobility. Surviving isn't as much of an issue. Could be like the smarter way of playing. But Melee is like more unga bunga. Feels a bit more thrilling.
いってらっしゃい。粛清する。私が見えるの？消えて。よけて。止めてごらんなさい。回避成功。ターゲット確認。どこかに行って行きなさい。放電。処刑する。私が見えるの？行きなさい。受けてみなさい。指示に従うわ。失礼。ほーら、痛くありませんわ。ターゲット確認。かしこまりました。逃がす。危なかった。指示に従うわ。止めてごらんなさい。
This game really gets you to focus on what's going on.
粛清する。私が見えるの？どこかに行って行きなさい。
The best part about this is like there's no time limit, at least maybe not on this stage, so there's no real DPS check. At least I think. I don't see a counter anywhere, because I don't like get more damage the longer I take. So theoretically, if I could like perfect dodge everything, the run is still like non-compromised. I will take this electric damage.
貴重な品は私にお預けくださいまし。
Yeah, the level really matters. Had to get the debuff just before the boss. The first boss. When selecting Resonium, you have fewer choices. Okay, I'll take it. Not as if more choices give me better luck anyway. I wonder if running mono attributes is the play. It's definitely more efficient, because you get to use the resonance benefits. Whoa, that thing disappears. My gosh. It teleports. This white ghost one. My characters are dying too. Not easy, yeah. So So that's what I mean by like range being very useful. Especially in harder content, it helps me do this. So we couldn't see that for like most of the game, but now especially in like hard content, Rina starts to shine a lot. Got stun locked there. I'm just scared of the white one, because this guy teleports. Like that. 3 swipes. Oh shit. Yeah, the teleporting is very tough. I think it's my first time fighting this teleporting one. Let's try again. It's fun. And it's tough because you only have 2 characters. Okay, we're not falling for that again. 3 attacks. So learning the monster-like mechanics, very important for this game. One more. I mean, it's possible, I think, if I get good. Oh shit, the triple slash. Because I only have 2 dashes, so I can't avoid everything. Let's try one last time. If we fail, I think we are underleveled by too much. Because this is like a level 30 stage, I think. Recommended level is 30. But our characters are all like super low level. She's like 20. I think they are like 20, 20, both. Or maybe I just finding excuses to get good. Maybe it's that. This guy is the tough one. Because my team doesn't counter him. They are very squishy. And I have no Aether here, which will deal better with them. Oh. Yeah, I'm dying in the next one. I think it's way too overleveled for now. Even if I manage to like kite everything. Okay, I think I have a strat. What if I burst like one? Like just focus on the black guy first. Not the black guy, but the black knight. Okay, focus, focus. Let's go. Okay, bad idea to stay like in corners because you don't have vision. Oh shit. Man, this is fun. Hard as shit. Yeah, 10 levels is quite a big difference. Like the small mobs you guys could see already, it's like very difficult to take them down. So these are like the stage bosses for the floor, which is very, very tough. And I'm like trying my hardest. I can't see this guy, it's like so difficult to see the white guy. It's just you have to like know when he's teleporting and just feel it.
Stand by.
Wow, his dashes are infinite. He just keeps dashing. Maybe it's the range. If I'm too far away, maybe he just dashes. So he counters long range attackers. I'm learning boss mechanics as we go. So if I'm like too far away, he counters by doing that dash thing. So if I stay like nearby in... So yeah, dashes 1, 2, and 3. Okay guys, I think I give up here. I'm way too under leveled. I have to get stronger and try again. Level 20 on a level 30 stage is very tough. Recommended levels like 30, so we'll definitely see. I guess I'll try again tomorrow. We need another day's energy in order to tackle the next one. So we'll take the L for this one. Definitely will try again tomorrow. That's very fun. Definitely enjoyed myself. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining in today's stream. It's a bit late, I know, a bit longer because the battle was a bit harder. But hard content to come. We'll tackle as much as we can for tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the element guide. I think it's very useful to understand more about the fundamentals. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.